Is the creation fruit really worth being eaten? Is the creation fruit really worth eating? And if you don't know already what creation fruit is, it was once barrier, but then it turned to creation. Kind of like how chop turned to blade. But anyways, is it actually worth eating? Because let me tell you, there's a lot of pros and cons to this. Like with its grinding, PvPing, and basically overall fun. Well, in this video, I'm going to be going over the pros and cons to every single little thing. Okay, maybe not every single little thing, but you know what I mean. Majority of the creation fruit, pros and cons. But before we do start the video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button to help support this channel. And also, did you know that only 3% or less make it to the end of my video? Which, if you are actually able to make it to the end of the video, that would be insane. But anyways, I'm gonna stop wasting your time. Let's get into the video. So the first part we're gonna do is PvPing. Well, for PvPing, the creation fruit is able to create structures, which are in fact, sorry, almost choked, which are in fact amazing. I mean, look at that, you're able to build these little structures, and if you touch them, you teleport to a different one. But if another enemy hits it, they end up bouncing off the walls and damaging themselves. But there are also multiple other attacks that creation fruit offer, and that is the Z move, X move, and basically the rest of the moves, which are quite amazing in my opinion, but they don't really do as well as the V move, which, like I said, make these massive pillars which are able to teleport through there and attack the enemy. But the only problem is for PvPing with creation fruit is that it does pretty low damage. I mean, look at that. As you can see, my stats right here is only this amount, but if it was at max level, it would do a lot more better. But even compared to fruits like Magma and Dragon and even Kitsune, it is nowhere comparable to the damage it does. Now, next up for grinding. Grinding with barrier fruit is actually pretty awesome. You're able to hit multiple opponents at a time, even with the V move. Like I said, the V move is definitely OP, except the thing is that it just doesn't do that much damage. So barrier fruit is most likely only going to be helpful to low level Bloxfruits players because, well, the enemies are a lot more low level than HP. But at least the barrier fruit offers a safe distance from the enemy, so you won't really get hit, so you can have low health while still grinding. And finally, the amount of fun you have with this fruit. Now, in my opinion, this is the most funnest fruit I ever had. You're able to build like walls and everything and do a whole Fortnite battle with any of your friends. I mean, this is one of the favorite, at least in my opinion, this is one of my favorite fruits to use. Not because of its damage or attacks it's able to do. I mean, the V move I mentioned like 100 times already in this video is amazing. But anyways, the V move, I'm still talking about the V move. I'm talking about building now. So the building is absolutely amazing. If you hold down F and you don't move at all, you're able to do this whole Fortnite style of building, which is pretty cool. Although there is a limit to how much you build, you're able to erase them one by one to restart and do your own build, which can do things like make castles and houses just for fun, although you might get eliminated by some third C player, but ignoring that part. But now, overall, the barrier fruit, I would say it's more meant for early second or first C players, because like I said, it doesn't really do that much damage, but it's still a very fun fruit to use, which me being in third C, I like to mess around with it, although you absolutely get killed by every single third C player, which is kind of sad, but you know, it's still fun to use. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please make sure to like and subscribe to help this channel get to 1,000 subs. As you can see right here, we have 610 currently, maybe even more. But yeah, my goal someday is to be a famous YouTuber, and yeah, hopefully I can make that possible. But anyways, GamerXHQ signing off. Subscribe.